Macho John, Dad in Nashville, North Carolina. It's about 9 o'clock on Monday, the 22nd of December. And I've had a long day. I'm incredibly exhausted. I performed a poem at Toastmasters tonight about being too much. A poem I wrote 25 years ago. And it's my response to all those people over the course of my life and recently who've told me I'm just too much. And it's my basically saying, you're gonna have to get over that because I'm not gonna stop. It was very well received. People loved the poem. And I told some stories afterwards about how I get told too much, including that a guy at the shelter here had said to me, "You have to stop being so combative. You're a troublemaker." And that my response to him was, if people in that cafeteria say racist things, I'm gonna jump in their shit every time. And if people gossip about somebody else in the community behind their back, I'm gonna jump in their shit every time. So there's an evaluator who gives you feedback at the end, and he said very glowing things about the poem, blah, blah, blah. At the end, he said, but you really don't have to do all that combative stuff. And what I said was, it's not my choice. I do what God tells me to do. What I kind of wished I had said was, your job is to evaluate my public speaking, man. I have not hired you to be my life coach. So I'll get back to the shelter, and almost immediately, there's 3 of us in the cafeteria. It's 8 o'clock, that's mostly closed. And one of the guys there who I like a lot, is telling a story about my good friend Renee that makes her look bad. And I said, Renee's my friend. You start running her down around me, it's not gonna go well. And he got super defensive, I'm not running her down, blah, blah. I said, this is a lot of mindfuck. You're saying a story that makes her look bad. And he's a street fighter, very tough, very sturdily built guy, obviously a veteran of a lot of street fights. He finally got so angry he took 3 menacing steps towards me, and I said, is this where you hit me? And he instantly felt shame at what he had done. He said, man, if I saw somebody else do to you what I just did to you, I'd have kicked their ass. I'm so sorry. And I said, you're a big man. You faced what you'd done. That's awesome. Then he started getting really hard on himself, lambasting myself. I said, don't go so hard on yourself, man. You've just shown a tremendous character. Then he says, I guess I didn't need to say any of that. And I said, you need to say that because you were really frustrated and upset. You just didn't need to use her name. He basically said, oh, what a concept. Never thought of that. And then he revealed the fact that he was in terrible chronic pain from a knee injury. I said, man, I'm sorry. If I had known you were in great pain, I wouldn't have been so rough on you. And then we hung out. And as I was going to leave, I taught him the meaning of the word descanse. He said, what's that? I said, well, I learned it from a Mexican cop. He came down to see why my big camper van was where it was, and we spoke Spanish for half an hour. When he went to leave, he said, descanse. I said in Spanish, I don't know that word. He broke into a big, handsome smile and said, sweet dreams. So I said to this guy who had just been through that incredible encounter and said, descanse, buddy, sweet dreams. It's a good experience. I'm feeling peaceful, he's feeling peaceful. We're both happy we didn't stop in the middle. That would have been a clusterfuck. But it turned out to be a good experience all around. All right, now I have to go to bed. Oh, no, I think I'm falling asleep right here. Help, somebody catch me. Bye.